All right, yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. King the Builder, and I just got a lead right now from some members that are in Zone 3, and they're telling me that this level 3 pass here that TA controls is getting triple rallied right now, and so I thought we'd come and take a look, and oh wow, it is. So you got OWO here, Nova. We got GRZ Immortal, and this could be. Oh gosh, I can't see because of the Dire Bear that's there, but it should be PK02 unless PK02's march stopped. Maybe I just can't see it because automatic is there. I'm sure we'll see here in a sec. But essentially, this is a triple rally that's going down. Granted, and remember, dude, Junie has T5. Oh man, what is going on right now? Why is it bugging for me? Okay, cool. Let's see. I want to see if we can get a close look here at this T5. So you got Fish, Immortal, and I thought there was a PK02 rally. Maybe they stopped it or it finished. Okay, wow. So it looks like it did. Wow. So it got. It looks like. Oh wow. Looks like Junie. Looks like they did a counter rally to the rally. Interesting. So now you got Immortal that's going, dude, and this pass is just, I mean, look at all those people that are going right now and just leaving. Dude, this is bananas. Right, so again, and again, right, GRZ dropped their Necro, or excuse me, their Giant, and then OW dropped the Dire Bear. Immortals got the only rally. Granted, they had 3 rallies that were going on this pass, and I believe it's. Oh, I guess it is. Okay, see, I thought it was Garwood, Madeline, and I thought Junie was captain or garrison captain in here. I want to say that's the case. That he still is. So, wow. Again, I know we only caught the tail end of that, but just so you know, there was 3 rallies that went on this pass. I'm curious to see reports. So I'm going to have to see if anyone... Oh, cool. Here we go. Someone might have just sent me. I don't know when this report was from. Let's see. This was from 1442, but the time right now is 1906. I wonder if this was from earlier that Hafiz sent me. Let's see. So this is one rally we see. Let's just go to the matchups. Just crazy, man. Okay, so here we go. So so it is Garwood Madeline. So Fish was running Lilia Hosk and TA. I believe this is Junie's Garwood Madeline 55, and you can see here right 994, 981. You can see just a bunch of healing coming down from the TA Garrison Captain and their side. Right, almost 1.6 mil. I mean, that's crazy, right? Look at the deaths though, still a lot, and you can see, like, again, this isn't that bad of a trade, even though you see, and it says war with TA victory, but the kicker here is, you see a little less dead, looks like about 13,000, 13,800, and then severely wounded is about 32, 31 too. So, and then less lightly wounded. Right, a little less units remaining, and look, they got 123,316 merits, so pretty well. And this is interesting to me because, again, it shows the win on the pass, but you still have so many units remaining. So I'm really curious if, and that's an interesting thing. Let's look at some buffs, because I think this was from a rally earlier today. I'm gonna have to ask someone for a report. So you can see here, right? That he's got maxed Awakening Husk already, wow, and on Lilia. And then Junie's got Garwood, doesn't have Madeline maxed yet. I'm sure that would help a lot if Madeline was. And then you can see here on this side, right, if you're just comparing, the only thing that they have going for them on this OWO rally is that they have magic unit attack, right, by plus 16, almost plus 16% advantage. Everything else, when it comes to stats, they're at a disadvantage to. And you can see here, right, in this one from 1440, right, Junie has the T5 infantry that we could see here. I don't think there was anything else that was in here. Otherwise, it would have shown us, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, cool. And then if we look at the battle log, let's see what that shows us here for some of the trade numbers. Oh, I think the battle log's been bugging on me. Yeah, I haven't been able to see it. Ah, it's so weird. Okay. Yeah, let me see if anyone can shoot me a report here for recording now. Can anyone share me from one of the three that just happened, please? Okay. See if I get lucky and someone can share something with me, just so I could show you guys off one of the reports from the recent. What's kind of interesting here is that you have the giants, or excuse me, the behemoths, that will keep doing damage to the pass, but it doesn't seem as though it's anything really, I guess really for the most part, impactful, right? Like it goes down a little bit, but it also doesn't seem as though there's a plethora of damage being done. Like you can see one of the behemoths is kind of aggroing, and then which is the bear, and the giant's not really doing anything. And at least the damage you can see on the pass. Oh, hey, look, it's Orsi. On the pass itself, it doesn't really seem anything significant. I mean, it seems like, yeah, it's a little bit, but, like, what, negative 385 that you can see right there. Let me see if someone was able to give me something. Ooh, my boy Unicorn from OwO. Okay, cool. Let's look at one of the recent rallies. Okay, so they got a victory on this one. Looks like against PT. Okay, so maybe Kawhi was Garrison. I wonder if that's what that means, right? The first person that gets attacked. I wonder if that is so you can see here, right? Like all of these reinforces, just crazy reinforces here, right? Just big numbers, people just waiting to get in, right? Look at this. I mean, again, all high numbers here. It won't show me the. Let's see. And then we have a few retreats, but a lot more pluses here, people reinforcing. I mean, this is crazy, right? So let's do this if we can. Oh, I didn't realize that takes... Okay, cool. So here we go. So we got one W here. See, this is interesting to me. So you ran Hosk, Lilia, and then we have Garwood, Madeline. And then you can see here deaths, right? And that's the interesting thing, right? It says they won, but I'm curious to gauge how they won, right? Only because, right, they took 4.4k more deaths. The TA side took 1,000 more severely wounded. Healing, again, right? Good healing. If you're just looking at the number comparisons, they took less lightly wounded, and they had more units remaining. And again, there's only a 18,000 difference in power loss, so it's not anything really significant. It says they won, but that's what I'm curious. I wonder if it's based on the amount of individual victories accumulated within the rally that they get, right? So let's see. So I wonder if that's what it is, like the matchup here, because it says victory with Kawhi, right? So I bet you that's probably what it is. It's probably just against that individual legion within the rally that is happening, right? So fish, right? And then so. Oh, I see. Got it. So it's probably the individual victories that happen, right? Because this one is weird. Let's see here. I wonder if I'd have to go like all the way down. I'm just curious because you're seeing. That's one of the things that I'd really love, and I think. Okay, so here we go, right? So here's an example, right? So here's fish against Junie, and then you can see Legion units just 1.841 mil. That's a lot. And then you can see here, right? So and then this one, even though it's not saying victory defeat on this one. So, but again, you can see here based on him matching up. I mean, I don't want to say double. It's close to that, but you can see didn't take any deaths on this. Took about, 30,000, 29 less severely wounded. Had a bunch of remaining. So Junie was running Lilia Waldir here for this against fishes. And I wonder if he had any more. So I am curious, and that's probably something to have an interest level in for how to read the reports as well, because I mean, if you're looking at all of these so far, it looks like the only defeat that Hosk had, or excuse me, Fish had, was against Junie. Right? Because it says like, you can see it say defeat. On this one, it doesn't say that. So, again, I guess that to me is interesting, because you don't even see any negative numbers being taken on Fish's side as the lead. So, I guess for the most part, maybe you just have to go by the overall, and maybe it's just, I don't know. Someone will have to explain that one to me on like why it says victory, unless it is just specifically a straight up against Kawhi. But yeah, with that in mind, here it is. Let's see if I can't even see anything detail. Ooh, cool. Let's look at units. This should be cool. So we can see. Oh wow, look at this dude. So Junie had he had almost 22,000 T5 swordsmen that were here. Almost 55,000 T4 swordsmen. Remaining lightly wounded, not bad. And that's the breakdown, right? And then you see here, okay, so there was some T3 in here, some more T4, some T3, couple T2. Probably wouldn't have thrown the T2 in there. I mean, I imagine, just throw highest tier in that you can. I mean, I guess maybe anything helps if you literally don't have anything left. Oh, so this guy's like, I'm just going to throw every tier. T4, T4. Right, wow, okay. And I wanted to, let's see the other side too. Right, so there's, I'm going to get, again, there's a few T2 that's in here. Some T1s that might have been brought in there. Oof. So T4, T3. T4X. And that's the thing, I wonder if they were really trying to send, the same unit type, because obviously there's spread and a little bit of distribution across, where it doesn't seem as though it's 100%. And you can see here, right, Captain marker, Legion buffs are determined, right, by the captain, and clearly he has the strongest buffs too as well. But he's running swordsman. I mean, the idea is, why, I guess usually you try and load up on the same. Let's see what Fish was running. So Fish is running, oh yeah, which makes sense, right? Because you're running vessels which have an advantage on infantry. I just wonder if they were trying to run all, because he ran more Celestials though for range than he did Vestals. Okay, but still T4. Some T3, T4, 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 T3, 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 long leaf. And interesting if you see a lot of the pairings too for the rally. I don't know if that was a factor for them, but look, is that another Hosk from Peasy there? And then T3. I don't see any. Okay, like one T2. There, Vestal. Looks like most of them were running mages. Yeah, from what we could see. Which, again, I can understand that if they were trying to do that just to counter for infantry. Also interesting just to kind of see the pairings. Right, if you see a lot of them running Waldir, Koffel, Lilia being used, Eliana. Obviously Haas for the rally lead. I mean, it makes sense, just, with kind of limited viability right now. Some Lilia, Waldir. Wow. That's a lot. Right, Chalk. Yeah. A lot. Let's see if we can see on Junie's side if they even tried to run anything specific here. Had a Madeline, two Madelines, Nika, Aliana Garwood. Is that Chukcha? I'm always trying to remember this. I feel like this guy's name is Perseus, but it's not. I know it's something else. Let's see, Madeline, Nika, Eliana. Wow, so yeah, quite a few Nikas being ran, which is interesting. I might have to do a cap on that. Let's see if they got anything else going. What am I at? Nope, nothing. Let me see if they sent me another report, maybe. Oh, dude, sweet. Sweet. Well, no, we got one from OWO. Okay, yeah, so I haven't got anything else then. This is probably the same exact one. Yeah, it is. Let me see if anyone sent me something into Maris chat. Yeah, because like I said, I'd love to see if we could get another one or two. This guy's the second round. Jeez, got these comments, man. Let's see here. Lit rallies. Semi reports. T5. What was that? Need some coffee. Best part of the game. Yeah, dude. Rallies are fun. Let's see if we can get. You got to record the first round. 3 rallies. Yeah. I missed. I got the tail end of that one. Why not Mal leading rally? I mean, I'm sure they might have a reason. It could just be because offline or just not there. Here we go. Let's see. This is Is this TA GRZs? Okay, cool. Here's another one. This is the one by GRZ. Cool. So we got remaining TA Garwood. Okay. Oh, this was the one that Immortal ran. Okay. This is pretty cool too. Look, you can see this, right? Like how much damage the giant did. No deaths, but still a little bit of wounded. Okay, yeah, so see, here's the big one. So Immortal ran this, Hosk Nika, Garwood Madeline, and yeah, you can see this, right? Like TA still winning the overall trade. 62 deaths, right? Almost 30, was at 29. Severely wounded, about 21. Remaining is good. The healing is just, I mean, again, I would imagine the healing is probably a big factor that is really playing in. And then you can see even TA on this run, right, getting some more kill rewards here. And this actually isn't bad. Oh, this must have been, I wonder why it's this TA GRZ. Oh, unless maybe he hit. Oh, I see. Maybe it's factored in for the other one. Will I see? Oh, cool. Now here's PK02s. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is from TA side. That's why. So it's showing all 3 of the rallies against. This is actually a better report to look at. So you look at that, and they, gosh, it's like, dude, they all had a mill. I wonder what happened here. For some reason, I feel like the deaths should be higher unless they stopped the rallies midway and they just didn't finish or go all the way through. Because some of the other ones we saw were, 100, 150, 200,000. But you can see here, right, it looks like Fish probably did the best for OWO, right? It looks like PK02 took the most, and then we had GRZ and then OWO, kind of in that order as far as, like who did, who had the most impact. So a little more, and you're right, you can see here some of the deaths coming out for PK02 on Grimes Rally. Right, and then the Hydra, that's so funny. And then the Necrogiant, and then the Tire Bear. Oh, jeez, dude, God, they threw so many. That is wild. Interesting. I don't think we saw. Let's see here, GRZs. Let's look at buffs. Because again, it's probably the same. I'm just curious. Wow. So on the GRZ rally, they didn't have any advantages on buffs. We already know Fish had 1. Let's look at Grime. What did his look like? Ooh, look at this. Okay, so on Grimes rally, Magic Unit Attack, he had a little bit more, and then on Fish's, it was about, right, 18, 19%. So, pretty good. Pretty good, not bad. Okay, man, fam, that is wild. And it looks like they're about to go again. Oh my God, is TA pushing out? These savages. Oh man, we missed it. Fam, they are pushing out right now and just trying to get a little bit of momentum going. Oh man, I feel so bad. We missed it while we were looking at the reports. Nice. So they're getting a little bit here. Looks like they're going to go ahead and start destroying some of these, which again is probably the good move here to start working down some of the barricades. there's so many TA players here, though. I just don't know why they wouldn't try and push out more, and then, just try and clear out some of these players, right? Like, again, have these guys bunch up, single target, 1-1-1, and then just go along the perimeter, right? Clean out anyone you can. And sometimes what you could do is, starting on the perimeter, I mean, they've really done a lot. I guess you could maybe walk around the corner here if you really wanted to try to get out, but they're doing a great job, obviously, with all the barricades they have. They really have kind of created a kill box, which I think is awesome. When you kind of look at what OwO, PK02, and GRZ have done, right? I mean, kind of playing out the barricade game and creating that barrier, if you will, around. It's really, really solid, good play. We got Da-Da-Da, the man. There's Mal coming in, Escaflowne. Madara, easy peasy. Yeah, so it's like in this situation, right, if this is happening, right, you would usually retreat, right, you pull them in, and then you have everyone do like a regroup, and then you basically push back out, right, and then you hit them back with numbers. So trying to take advantage of those. Again, they have a lot of people here. They're just not bringing everyone in, and maybe just people are offline. This is the situation where you want to try and be coordinated, right, as much as you can, and not, lose your advantage. Because if you have people that are just coming out here and trying to destroy barricades, you have to try and push as much of a boundary out, so that way those people aren't being hit. Because sometimes they could just be destroying the barricades thinking they're safe and they're okay, but they're not. Right, obviously some good spread here. I mean, whether that's intentional or not, but this is good, right? You do want to try and spread out and not necessarily bunch up as much, unless you're trying to maximize out, right, your tiers that you're hitting, right? We got some shadow games coming down. Nice. Getting hit, right? In this situation, right, I mean, that was pretty good, at least a single target. But in this situation, like C, pushing out too much, right, overextending a little bit, just taking a lot of unnecessary damage. And you can see this, right, like the backline pushes back a little bit. And again, if this is intentional, really good play here from Madara, Khan, Mao, Kirkaya, right, by pushing back a little bit, trying to only attack at max distance, right. They ended up pulling C in, and you can see kind of overextended and fell for the bait. Same here with Turk, right. Okay, Turk pulled back, that was good, right. But now you see some of the other players kind of getting wind, and this is the thing, they have enough. If you just look at everyone here, if everyone pushed through and they pulled them in and then they all pushed out together, right, they could probably easily win this fight just from the numbers, if you're just looking at it purely from that. Right, but then obviously if they're trying to retreat, let me see here, whose are these? Oh, these are TAs, okay. Cool, I was wondering who these were. I guess they were just trying to rebuild, so... Yeah, but see, now they're pushing back. And that's the thing. Again, like I said, they have the numbers advantage. It's just a matter of trying to push out and win against that, right, in a coordinated way. But, man, that was wild. Looking at the past rally, being able to get some of those reports in. It looked like they were pushing out. Something happened. Or maybe it was just that OwO and PK02 and GRZ just weren't there. That could have been it as well. And then they just essentially filled into the area. People are throwing things at me, which is a sign that we have to wrap up. So, anyways, guys, this is intense. I wish I could stay on, so much longer, but this is what happens, right? When you got kids, you got family. My lady's behind me cleaning. I could just feel the death threats gleaming from her eyes, if you know what I mean. It's like a mental thing. You have to understand it. From there, though, again, really cool to at least see some fighting that's going on. I don't know exactly what they're going to do. I mean, the one thing I will say, and this is the last part, is, and this is something I've seen happen in Rock, where you'll have, like if you look at Junie's situation with just how much he's spending, right? Someone told me he's already spent 20 grand, which I don't know, obviously, if that's accurate or not, but someone has mentioned to me that he may have spent about 20 grand. You're thinking of him spending that across a 45-day period, right? That's a decent amount of money that you're spending based on his power level, him hitting T5. And I'm sure he's probably over the next couple of days going to be just training an absurd amount of T5, obviously, if he keeps it up. But the one thing you can do in this game is you can transfer resources, right? I've seen spenders in Kingdoms that will literally pay for Google Play cards, or they'll pay for some types of redemption cards for players, just so they can purchase bundles. I've seen them transfer just absurd amounts of RSS. Usually it's better just to, if you want to avoid the fee and you're trying to give them max value, then doing that where you can like transfer money to their PayPal or buy them some type of a redeem card, right? Those are a little bit better because you're not getting hit with that tax from transferring resource internally from one player to another. And I've seen whales just spend a bunch just to try and boost and get as many players up to T4 as possible, and then even helping some people get to T5 if they have a few things that they need. So, it really is just kind of up to, I would imagine, him and anyone else, on how they go about it. It's their money, they spend it how they will. But so far, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, with him finally hitting T5, I'm sure he just needs to train a lot more. I'm going to be curious to see how the T5 plays out in open field, how much damage he can really do against the T4, because he just has so much stat buffs on everyone right now. Effortlessly the strongest player in Server 2 and arguably the game currently. So again, we'll be interested to see how that goes. That is it for me, though. I'm going to go ahead and get off. Looks like there's just a little skirmish here happening at the pass. We'll try and get you guys as much as I can, of course, spread out. But, man, this was really fun and awesome to watch. So, and obviously, for anyone who's still here watching, got to give a shout-out to my lady for not pulling the plug on me so far, if you know what I mean. Okay, with that being said, that's it. Until next time, I will catch y'all later.